Alright, what if Wednesday take two? I just wanted to say one more thing about immigration before I move on. And when children are involved, I think politics need to go out the window. You need to protect and take care of children no matter the cost. Like, they are helpless and defenseless. I mean, we're talking about little kids are coming across the border on their own. Like, I've heard 2, 3, 4 year olds coming across, and that's terrifying. Like, 2 year olds, I'm sure that's a rare case, but nonetheless, I think when it comes to children, we need to stop quarreling and arguing and making a political zoo out of it. I think it's plain and simple. We know what we should be doing. Children deserve the right to live happily and healthily, and that's all I got to say about that. I don't think there's any reason to disagree with that, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that would, but children need help, especially if they're coming over the border on their own. So drop the politics on that, and let's take care of these kids, and let's not just send them back to the shitty situation they may have been in. Let's fix their situation or do what we can. Let's cut military funding by, let's say $100 million, and invest it in taking care of children that are coming over the border. I know you probably disagree with that, some of you, but that's how I feel, and this is my road to 40. Anywho, what if Wednesday? I just did a 4-minute video, and by the time I got to the end of it, I just felt dumb. It was just a stupid one. I didn't think it out at all. I just ran with it. And I really haven't thought these out, too, but I started reading hypothetical questions. Now, this is really interesting, and I promise you, constant viewer, I did not get this idea from this website, but there is a webcomichell.com has a hypothetical geek question Wednesday. Isn't that crazy? Now, I'm going to read you theirs this week, and I fully credit them because I had no idea this site was out there, but it just happens that What If Wednesday falls on the same day as theirs. So, what would happen if Lex Luthor tried to crowdsource ideas for killing Superman? He puts out a tweet saying $10 million to the top 5 viable new ideas, $100 million if your plan actually works. Do you think people would reply? How many? Let's talk about this a little bit. Yes, I do think people would reply. Selfish, greedy, terrible people. But I do have to say that I would even question myself for a minute and be like, wow, it's $10 million, $100 million if it works. But he's Superman. Like, he's here to protect us. He's here to, be the savior of people. He's running around, getting cats out of trees, and at the same time, stopping big mega villains from destroying the earth. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't. I mean, if that was my definitive answer, I'd say no. I would not want to kill Superman, so I'm not going to give you the idea, even if I know it would work and I could make $100 million off of it, because then who's going to stop you, Lex? Who's going to stop you? But the one that I found that wasn't on the site that I thought was really good question. At first I thought it was dumb, and it was just one of the many in these lists that I find of hypothetical questions, was, what one piece of advice would you give your younger self? And you can only give one. I mean, you could easily go back to, when you're a kid and say, listen, now, this is obviously assuming that this information is going to stick and change who you become in the future. I'm assuming. Otherwise, why would you do it? So, you could go back and say, all right, listen, kid, there's a few companies you're going to need to invest in the minute they go public. Save every cent you get from every birthday. Tell your parents, invest in Apple, invest in Google, invest in Microsoft, invest in, so on and so forth. Like, do that and you will be financially stable. Now, that's if your reason to go back and tell yourself this one piece of advice is all based on financial security, which would be nice. But I think, after thinking about it just for a few minutes, I would just say, basically, stop and smell the roses. I mean, I wouldn't just say that, because I'd be like, okay, crazy old guy. Hold on to every moment as long as you can. I mean, every single solitary moment of every day, every interaction you have with a person, look them in their eyes and listen to them. Don't think about what you want to say back to them. Listen to what they have to say. Be patient with people. Take deep breaths. Go outside more. You know, enjoy life when it's simple and when it's hard. Like, take every moment for what it's worth. You know what I mean? Don't let the bad moments destroy a day for you, or a week, or a month, because they're going to pass, no matter how bad they are. My dad died, my uncle died, my grandmother died. I've had several just family members die. You know, friends move away. Friends that, you know, horrible things happen in people's lives, but they don't last usually. You know, I mean, yeah, if you kill somebody and you go to jail or you get murdered or something, you know, those are terrible things that are beyond your power. But don't dwell on the little things like that. Like, I know there's probably Don't Sweat the Small Things. I've never read any of those books, but I'm sure they're kind of relaying this information as well. But I think don't rush your life. I don't know how to sum this up in one statement that I would tell myself. I guess I'd have like 5 minutes to tell myself, like, one subject matter. And I think that was what it would be. I know I said last night, you know, like, you never know if there's another tomorrow. And I say that a lot. Like, and it's true. So you have to appreciate every moment. And I haven't done that through my life. I've always looked to the future, never where I was or what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, when I was very young, it was very easy to just enjoy life. I had no responsibilities as a kid. You know, I just played outside and enjoyed the spring and summer and threw snowballs with my friends and went sledding and so on and so forth. But when responsibility kicked in, you know, around 16, 17, 18, I was always looking forward to the next big thing. Man, I can't wait to get my license. Man, I can't wait to graduate and get out of high school. Man, I can't wait until, you know, something. You're always waiting for something. And, like, I can't wait till I'm 21, like, so I can go buy alcohol. Although I never really was a big drinker up until my, you know, later 20s or whatever. I'm still not a huge drinker. I just like my White Russians. Actually, if you guys have an idea, this is something I wanted to talk about. I'm getting a little tired, especially in the summer when it's hot, with White Russians. They're not very refreshing. It's milk, and milk was a bad choice today. It's 90 to 91, 92 degrees. Not right now, but earlier. I want a fruity beverage. I want a girly, fruity I don't mean to say girly. That's sexist, and I apologize, and I'm trying to get away from saying stuff like that. But I want something more fruity. Something sweet. I do like sour, too. I'm a huge fan of sour things. But I think sour would wear on me. Strawberry daiquiris are out of the equation. Screwdrivers, occasionally I'll have those if I only have vodka and I don't have Kahlua. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe margaritas. I really like margaritas. The last one I had was really good, but like I said, they're very tart, and I think I need something I can drink and not get really sick and tired of real quick. Like, these are perfect winter drinks, especially if you get the peppermint Kahlua that comes out in the winter. Unfortunately, it's so expensive I can't keep up with that, so I might have to get like creme de menthe, some cheap one, and just mix it in and tell myself it's peppermint. But for summer, I want to change my drink over. And if any of you people out there who enjoy drinking mixed drinks, especially fruitier drinks, have one that you like particularly, let me know, because I'm having a little gathering here at some point in the future. I can't talk to you guys about some things. I will after this month has passed. And also the end of the road party, you know, we'll be having that next year, but that's in February. But yeah, so for this summer, I want to stock up on a few different things that I can mix and just try out. So if you have a favorite drink, let me know in the comments below, or email me, Facebook me, Instagram, any of those million forms of social media. Yeah, so I think I just tell myself to slow down and stop waiting for the next great thing to happen, because it's happening right now. Like, life is happening all around you. Right in this very moment. I can stop recording, I can go walk down the street if I want to and just smell the humid air and swat away bugs. And yeah, it sucks, but you know what? I mean, it's a moment that I don't normally give to myself. Then you need to give yourself those moments. I know life gets in the way and work gets in the way, and you know, you have responsibilities that you can't just put aside. But when you have that's my cat. When you have an opportunity to just stop and slow down, I think you should. I think that's important. I don't know. That's my thought on that. Anywho, I'm going to be doing a video, like I said last night. I'm waiting until next week. I have a particular reason why, but I can't really tell you. Next Tuesday, I'll be doing my first review that I'm going to share over on the Game Over Greggy channel for the peanut butter cup Oreo cookies that I finally found, and I'm really excited to try them because he gave them a 10, and I love peanut butter cups and I love Oreos, and I think these are going to be awesome. But I'm waiting for a very special moment to eat them. So that'll be coming up next week. Throwback Thursdays tomorrow. I got to think up a good story. I've got a lot of younger stories that are just short stories. Maybe I can do a short story Throwback Thursday night or something. Anywho, thanks for coming back for the second video tonight. I know I have been doing a lot of second videos, and so tonight I wanted to put one out there. So here it is. And I'm glad you came back and watched it. You guys have... Man, I am burpy tonight. I need someone to burp me. I need a burpee. I need something. I don't know what I need. Damn, I was looking for the block. I was going to do my typical block of corn thing just for you, Sean, but I've lost my blocks. Where are my blocks? Well, you know what you get? This doesn't work. I was going to do battery corn unit. Alright. I'm going to stop all on my head. What's in my drawer tonight? Oh, let's see. Oh, Wendy's chili sauce. Always a good time. Oh, an old SD card. 2 gigs. Yeah, that ain't worth the freaking plastic it's printed on. Oh, a mat cutting knife. Ah. See, now I have an actual mat cutter, which is a lot better. Some of these things. Oh, look at this. Harry Potter. Here's a story. That'll be a good throwback Thursday. Nah, it's too brief. Yeah, doesn't matter. It's a stupid story. So dumb. We get a lot of promotional stuff at work, and that was one of the things that we got. I got this at work. I've showed you that before. Get your geek on. But we had, I got in trouble trying to sell something on eBay. Not for my work, but through eBay. Well, not necessarily them either, but, yeah. Well, nothing really in there tonight. Anywho, thanks again, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night on the Road to 40. I think tomorrow night's episode 82, if I'm not mistaken. So go out and have a wonderful Thursday, and I'll see you for Throwback Thursday tomorrow night. And we'll see what I got to say. I'm sure it'll be awesome, like everything else that pours forth from this mouth of mine. I'm sorry. I'm a pompous jerk ass. Have a great night. I'll see you next time.